Okay, so this is kind of a little introduction to some of the jig tying I'm going to start doing too. And I've got some 1/32 jig heads that I use Protect powder paint. This right here looks black, but it's not. It's a deep, deep purple, possibly black with a reflective flake in it. Usually it shows up better on larger heads. The smaller ones, you the smaller ones, you don't see the flakes as well, but they are there. And this is a white and a chartreuse. Uh, these I have bought some at yard sales many times, and let's and bought them at Bass Pro Shop and whatnot. Here's a couple of the jigs that I've tied already, and let me get this kind of out of the way. And I don't know how well that can show up, but I've got a holographic film in there. I've got red to simulate a injured something, and I've left the red um, thread trailing, and there is some highlight, just a couple of pieces sticking out the back, and that's on a 1/32 jig head. Then this one is kind of a variant of the same thing. Now, the hair is squirrel tail, fox squirrel. This has also got less, but it's all still got the same holographic tinsel inside. Chartreuse, I don't know what this stuff is called. I don't remember, but it's I don't know. I buy it. It looks good. I use it. Same thing with the red thread, and I've started it with black because I don't. I tend to put red more, and so I got a lot of black, and so I fill in with black and then put red on top of that. And then next, I kind of did another variant, and of course this head is chartreuse, and it's got a little bit of that same tinsel type stuff. This right here, how well that shows up in the back, and then I've got a little bit of dubbing in the front to give it kind of a fly look, and a little bit of red thread coming out the back as well on that one. I always try to leave some red in there towards the head because these I'm intending for brim. Now this is just a weirdo. I got some orange, whatever that's called, red thread, very sparse squirrel hair out the back. It's on a red hook. Let's see, what is that called? Aberdeen 301 TYER size 8. Got a bunch of those hooks, and I really love them because they're red. And this one here is another 1/32 jig head. I've taken some silly legs and put on there with black thread, no red, and some more of the chenille or whatever that's called, and a sparse squirrel tail coming out the end. Well, done dropped that one. And then lastly, and let's see, the two with the chenille and the sparse tail, those are just plastic beads on the front, by the way. And then here's a white head with, I've got some more just silver tinsel coming out with some highlights just kind of mixed in with the fur. I usually try to put the I'll show when we make a jig. It's black. It's got a long neck on it. It's just, it looks kind of goofy. It's something to try and see how it works out. And of course, the red thread with the trailers, the thread left behind. So those are all finished in doing. So let's grab a white jig head. Let's see. Okay. And so as I have been, or no, in this case, I'm just going to use red. So we're going to get it started. And these right here are designed to have plastic tails. I've left that collar on there just because. No particular reason. I just have. Okay, now I can leave this hanging, and I don't think it's a big deal as to how long you may leave that. Normally you would cut it off, but I'm going to leave this little bit of red thread hanging out here because the red thread around the head simulates uh, an injured cricket, an injured fish, a minnow, or whatever. And so, of course, with that, it will potentially trick the fish into thinking that it is an actual minnow or such. Now I've got a little bit of highlight. This is just kind of like a crinkled tinsel. It's very, very holographic and reflective. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and just kind of just get some in there. Not really going to pay a whole huge attention as to how where's my end? Okay. This stuff can be hard. Let me get my glasses on. That helps. Wow. Okay. So I'm going to get a couple of loose wraps. Nothing fancy. Now I can tighten up. All right. Now I'm going to fold it back on itself and try to get this on the opposite side just for a little bit of all right. Now let me go ahead and clip my scissors on. Set that down for some extra at a later date. Okay, so I've got a little bit of this tinsel or whatever it is. I think it's just called highlight on the package. Here's a Flashaboo accent. The Fat Pack. There's no numbers marked. It just says Flashaboo Flat Pack. And you got multiple different kinds. It's a lot like tinsel. It's just, in my opinion, much more visible. So now I get my squirrel tail, and I'm going to. This one I'm going to kind of trim off the top. See, usually you've got different colors throughout the tail, and I just grab whatever. I mean, I'm not trying to do any specific whatever, but let's grab that together. And then I kind of grab it in the back and fluff it, because there's a bunch of little small hairs that'll just tend to come loose. And then get my bunch together. And that is about right. Okay, so then I'm going to put it on top, and I'm going to get a couple of loose wraps, and I'm going to pull back. Then try to work that around the hook. And then now we've got a little bit of this stuff. And I really want to catch that stuff in there good, so it doesn't pull out. Now let's put a little bit of Sally Hansen's Tough as Nails. This was originally clear years ago. It's brown now. Okay. Now, I'm not going to bother let's see. Tighten up my bobbin a little bit. I'm coming up high behind that jig head. It's a very small jig head. So let me trim that thread. Trim the It's definitely handy to have a good pair of scissors that cut really well. Now, I should have folded this back and just went over it, but oh well. Okay. Now, some Sally Hansen's. I'm going to put it on the thread, and I'm going to put it on the jig head. Now, I hadn't put any eyes or anything on this jig head. I don't really think I need to. Still got a little bit off to the side. It's been 15 years since I tied a jig. Well, no, it's been 12 hours because I tied some last night for the first time in 15 years. So, there's that one, and we're gonna let that dry. If you enjoy this kind of content, I would ask that you would like and subscribe. If you don't enjoy it, subscribe anyway, because you're gonna find something on this channel that you like. I mean, I'm doing everything. I'm doing everything that I enjoy, and I'm hoping that you'll find something out of all of it that you can enjoy as well. So, with that said, I will see you next time. Your time is very important to me, and I thank you for spending it here with me. Thanks, and God bless.